welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 305, being recorded on September 3rd, 2024. The Council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
With little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. That was probably one of my favorite, Brian.
That was really good. And you muted yourself. That's even funnier to me.
That's even better.
Oh, hold on, I got a sound for that. Hold on. There it is. You're still muted. How did that happen?
Still muted.
You went from like
I think
the best random shit ever to.
Guess.
I think
is it
you
on your
changed something
mic?
like gain knob on your mic.
He's probably trying to prevent the
Oh,
ASMR
that's
from
funny.
that.
I turned the I muted myself
Yes.
Rather than
And
turning
then-
the echo off.
and I turned the echo. I left the echo on, and I turned off the sound.
Way up. All the way up.
Oh, I did.
Perfect.
No.
No,
it's-
you
it's off
sound
now.
great.
Yeah, you sound
Okay,
All right.
that's
Well,
hilarious.
Speaking of something that happens to everybody is that you walk a lot. And well, apparently dinosaurs have been found to have the same footprints in Africa as well as South America, which proves that, hey, maybe these two continents were once connected.
So wait, are we saying the exact same dinosaur or the same type of dinosaur?
The same type of dinosaur.
Are we sure it's not like just like the two continents had their own versions of the hi? Well, she can't. Why can't she hear me?
Okay, so let me ask this: if okay, all right, no, not yet. Still talking.
Go
Okay,
for it, Brian.
So if
Dump some knowledge.
if a giraffe in the United States in a zoo
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
aren't the steps going to be the same as a giraffe from Africa or a giraffe from wherever else you find a giraffe? Aren't giraffes going to pretty
Nah.
much walk the same way?
Nah. I mean,
Zoo
the
giraffes have a
difference-
very distinct walk.
Okay.
the difference being
Nah.
that you can take a zoo animal and transport it in a plane or boat today, where at least this last time I checked, dinosaurs didn't have boats or airplanes. When I visited them just last week.
Well, I'm just saying that these species will have.
Well, yeah, but you don't have the
same
same like giraffes didn't
steps.
live everywhere before we had museums or before we had zoos though. Like giraffes and particularly
you're saying.
specific animals typically lived in a general area. Like you didn't
So-
have leopards in every place of the world, for example, or woolly
but well,
mammoths or
so
whatever.
this is more about one continent at one
Yeah.
point in time.
That's basically what they're saying here.
What it is
yeah.
is that I think what they're saying is I think that you uncovered something. They're saying that dinosaurs used to be in zoos
Obviously.
and they were shipping them all over the place.
I said zoo, so you two knuckleheads wouldn't make fun of me. But that apparently is a pipe dream. So I'm just saying that the same species doesn't matter where it's at, but you're saying it's more about all the continents fitting together.
What
like,
I'm saying
puzzle
is
pieces.
there used to be dinosaur zoos. That was my
I've
idea.
I've seen Jurassic Park 1 through 12, and that does not end up well for anyone when you try and put them in zoo situations. So.
But yes, this is not so much about dinosaurs and zoos as it is that this might be some potential just further proof that the continents of Africa and South America were connected at one point.
Isn't the
Okay.
fact that they look like they fit isn't that enough proof?
No,
Apparently
not after we learned about dinosaur zoos. I now believe nothing.
So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's an interesting thing that that the dinosaurs lived at the same time that there was only one continent. So I guess I'll take that.
Thumbs up for
Thumbs up
dinosaur
for that.
zoos.
Yeah,
Okay, thumbs up for zoos.
Well, something that doesn't need zoos, but might look like one, is the astronauts in space on the space station, because it turns out, if you remember, those astronauts who flew up there in the new Boeing capsule are not going to be coming home in it. Apparently, over the weekend, NASA officials have decided that they will not be returning on the Starliner that's Boeing. They're actually going to deorbit the Starliner capsule unmanned, and they're going to bring the astronauts back in a SpaceX capsule instead.
Ooh,
But
why?
Woof.
So this was, if you remember, I think we talked about it. Like they launched it, and it started having a whole bunch of leaks while it was up there, and it's just gotten worse. And they don't think that it's safe enough to bring people back in. So
Yeah.
Who built this thing?
Boeing.
So Boeing built something that the parts are falling off of and leaking atmosphere into the cabin where people are at risk.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Never happened before, I don't think.
Never happened. It'll never happen.
To me, the most interesting thing is that these astronauts, they went up, and I think they were supposed to only be up there. When did they launch? Something like a couple.
They were
months
supposed to be
ago.
up there for like a month or something.
They're
and
supposed
they've been
to
up there for like 6 months now, haven't they?
Yeah, I think it was something like they're only going to be there for 9 days or something like that, and it's going to turn into a 9-month stay. It's like, hey, I'm going to go on a business trip real quick, honey. Oh, turns out I'm stuck here for the next half a year. Oops.
Go.
That's terrible. I don't know which part of it's the worst.
I was
Probably
going to say, think
Boeing.
Yeah, so they don't come back until the flight isn't scheduled until February, so they're going to be up there for a while yet.
I was going to say, think about if any of the crew members had an undetected pregnancy before they got on the ship. they would deliver the first space baby. They'd probably be making a bigger effort to get them home, honestly.
I don't think they would have launched somebody who is.
No, I was the other thing. I was like, they do very thorough tests to make sure that you got nothing weird going on at all. Not that babies are weird, but it would be weird for a baby to be in space. To be like, oh wow, 0 gravity times 2. That's what the embryo would be saying, floating around in there. But anyway. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. That would.
That's really disappointing. That's bad.
Yeah, so pretty unfortunate for Boeing and Starliner, and I mean,
we've been talking about this for a bit, though, haven't we?
Yeah,
it just keeps resurfacing.
I mean, it's the program is way delayed, way over budget, and now they get there and they can't even bring the people home. So, I mean, might not end well. Starliner might be dead. So. Who knows?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs up for being safe, though. So I'll give them that.
We'll give them that.
Something else, though, that you can be safe about is knowing that your internet's going to be faster because Frontier is now going to offer 7 gigabit fiber in several states.
Wow.
So when are you going to sign up?
Based on the price, not soon.
It is $309 a month.
$309.99. So
you're probably right.
Tricking you there.
But yeah, they're apparently going to be rolling this out in 25 states, including California, Texas, Florida, New York, Minnesota, and others. So there you go. They are planning symmetrical 7 gig up and down. with an unlimited monthly data cap.
Okay,
Pretty
so
good deal.
currently
I like the sound of
we were
that.
getting charged. We were getting charged for 250 up and down, like $98 a month.
Woof.
Yeah,
Is that right?
That's
that
highway robbery.
that seems a little expensive. I mean, I'm paying like $100 a month for. I think I'm at like 300 or 400, so
Mhm. That's what I figured.
it's not that far off. But then again, I don't have a whole lot of competition, so it's pretty awesome. I actually reached out to another cable company or the guys that offer fiber, and they're like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, go online, go to our website, put in your address, and I'm like, okay, I did. Tells me I can get, I don't remember what it was. It was like I think 500 gig fiber or something like that. And they're like, and so I just emailed them like, hey, is this right? And they're like, yeah, no, it's not. Like the best we can offer you is like 25. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, this is all we can offer at your address. And I'm like, they're like, but call us and we'll get you set up. I'm like, no, thank you.
That's so stupid.
I'm like, why does your website have this wrong then? Like, this is so dumb, but whatever.
Oh man. Yeah, that's some real baloney. That's the
I just
internet
wish that
business for you.
I just wish that when you got it, whatever it was, that it actually worked like it was supposed to, and you didn't get throttled when everyone's home in the evening in your
Mhm.
neighborhood, or you don't get turned on and off, on and off, on and off. It just seems like every internet that you get, fiber or any of it, it's all at some point you're getting cut off.
Yeah, and I would agree with that, Brian, because like every now and then, like it feels like I don't know what they're doing, but if their data center is doing something, but every now and then I'll just go for like a month straight where there's just nothing but connectivity issues. Like the modem won't stay connected, the speeds get super slow, they get dropped a lot, and then all of a sudden it's fixed. I'm like, I didn't do a damn thing, and it's just better all of a sudden. I'm like, what the hell were you guys doing?
Yeah. Yep. I say thumbs down for internet providers in general. Just
Yeah, I'm good with that. Thumbs down for ISPs being dickwads.
there you go.
Yeah. Speaking of,
And
I
you
need
know
a
what?
call. I'm just doing a speed test right now. I'm paying for 5 gigs and I'm getting 2 down and 1 gig up. Both fast speeds, but not what I'm paying for. So I need to
What
get
is
that
it
sorted.
fiber or is it
Fiber.
cable or fiber?
Yeah.
Well, at least like with cable, they just come and put new ends on all of your wires and say, try that for a while. You really can't do much with fiber. It's not like they could come and snip off the end and go, well, let's see if that works for you.
Yeah, one time I did have a guy come in and he's like, "Oh yeah, here you're going into like a splitter into a splitter into a splitter," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know why it's set up that way." He's like, "Well, that's probably messing up all of your connections," and so he undid all the splitters and then put them in his pocket. I'm like, those are my splitters,
Those are
thank
mine.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my favorite thing though is like when they come in and they're like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have all my coax cable here. It's all ready to go, plugged in." And I had one guy come in. He's like, "Nope, can't use your cable. I got to cut and make my own cable to plug it in." And I'm like, "Well, that's a bunch of fucking BS because where you put the cable, where you put my modem, I'm going to move it as soon as you walk out the front door anyway. I'm going to use my own cable. So
Yeah, exactly.
thanks for nothing."
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh man.
Thumbs down.
Like, you guys are the worst. Frontier, thumbs down to you. I mean, I don't care why.
Just thumbs down.
Just
Thumbs down to Frontier.
I don't care. I don't care how fast your internet is. You're an internet provider, and we don't like you.
Well, something that might be faster is your next computer, because the computer manufacturer company, I guess, NZXT, is going to start renting full gaming PCs. So yeah, if you're just done with setting up computers, building them, buying them, maintaining them, and you just want to buy the fastest computer possible, you can now. They'll now charge you. It's not going to be cheap, but you can get their highest end offering for $170 a month. Oof.
Well, here's the thing. It depends.
Who's going to do that?
People who have who are professional gamers or have Twitch streams and they're making they're making a living off of streaming. They're like, you know what? I don't want to continue to make this every year or when the new card comes out or whatever. I can just rent this. And if there's a way to say, I want to be on the plan where when new tech comes out, you send me a new computer. I'm always just have the latest, newest tech that's coming out.
The only problem is that
hassle.
I don't think this is really guaranteeing that, hey, next year when they have the new stuff, they're going to give you a new computer, though. Like, this just seems like you can just rent that same computer until you're done, I guess.
Well, that's just it. Well, if there's a way to send it back, if it's just month by month.
Yeah.
Scenario.
I mean, I guess you could send it back and then they can send you a new one. But, I mean, the problem is, do you really want to deal with that?
I wouldn't. But I'm also not a professional
gamer. If I'm a professional gamer, I would definitely consider it. There are times that I wish with camera gear that I could pay a monthly rate to have the camera that I have currently, and then as soon as the new one comes out, I can send this one back and get the new one in to mess around with that. Because, or whatever it is, because it's just technology evolves so quickly now that it's really frustrating to get a thing. I mean, I just bought my Apple Watch. I'm like, oh, it's their new model. They just came out with a new model. They're probably not coming out with one again this year. And then there's an announcement that, oh yeah, they're probably coming out with a new Apple Watch. I'm like, I just got that like 2 months ago. And don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine watch. It's going to do what it's going to do, and I don't need the faster one. But if it comes out and they're like, hey, the new Apple Watch is going to have a 50-hour battery life and is way better at whatever, you're like, oh, well, my 15-hour battery life now doesn't sound as exciting. But I would
guess that these computers are not going to be updated like you're suggesting.
Okay. I did find out. I've been trying to figure it out. They do say that they are guaranteeing hardware upgrades every 2 years. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it then.
So I mean,
if it was a better upgrade system, then yes. But no, there's not enough incentive there for me.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. So like, their lowest tier is $60 a month. And so over 2 years, you'd spend just shy of $1,500.
Or you can spend $4,000 over 2 years.
Right.
And I know people who would tell me they can build a faster PC for less money. So.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, interesting idea.
Logan.
I think the pricing's a little too high. For what you're getting out of it. But I mean, I do like the idea. Yeah.
They can't charge any less than actually make money off of it though. So.
But I mean, I do like it. I mean, if you have somebody who doesn't want to have to deal with it, I mean, honestly, I could see like somebody who, I guess the problem is like, I was going to think somebody who just doesn't need a high-end computer, but then you can buy a computer for like $100 or a couple $100 and they'd be just fine. Right. So a subscription probably doesn't make sense unless it's like $5 a month or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go with a thumbs up for giving it a try. I just hope they bring the pricing down. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a thumbs down.
I'm just going to start with a thumbs down.
I'm going to give it a thumbs down because it's not a Mac. Boom, roasted.
That doesn't surprise me. Oh. Well, something that your Mac can't do is run over 400 consoles on one TV. Apparently, a Saudi man has now earned the world record of how many consoles you can connect to one TV by connecting 444 game consoles. I have no idea why you would ever want to do this.
Just in case. Oh my God. This is amazing. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen so everyone can appreciate how ridiculous this is.
Oh my gosh. He uses more than 12 HDMI switches and over 30 RCA switches for all the pre-HD consoles.
This looks like what I imagine. Like, this looks like the way that I would store this many consoles if I wanted to show them off. But I'm very impressed that they all connect to that TV.
I mean, I'm impressed that they all work.
He's connected all of them. They don't work, though.
Yeah, they're all connected. They're just plugged in, but nothing turns on.
I mean, so how do you select one?
You have to find one of your 50 remotes and push the right combination of buttons.
Oh.
He actually has them all hooked up to a Logitech Harmony remote.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool. Thumbs up. Good for him.
Thumbs up. That's great. Neat. Next topic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a lot. These are all gaming systems, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can he play? The real question is, can he play Dune on this setup?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he could. I mean, I'm honestly surprised. There's 444 gaming consoles even out there. But
that's what I was going to say. And do they all play the same? Do some games proprietary to the gaming system? To the actual. Okay.
Oh wow. Does he have like? Am I to believe that this means that you can play the Oregon Trail on his giant TV?
Probably.
It would be so hard to see what's going on because it'd be so pixelated. You'd have to sit like a mile away from that TV for it to look good.
That's pretty cool. Thumbs up.
I like it. I'm very,
I
very
have a thumbs up.
Unnecessary and fun at the same time.
Absolutely. Something else that's completely unnecessary is Lego bricks made out of meteorite dust, which are now on display because Lego decided that'd be a cool thing to do.
Matt wants this more than anything.
That does not surprise me.
Legos made out of meteor dust?
They have Legos. They have Lego outer space things now.
There's literally everything in space, Morty. Now get the back in the car.
Where are they getting the meteor dust at to make Legos?
They ground up a really old meteorite. So apparently Lego worked with the European Space Agency to do this, and they ground up and made their own dust from a meteorite they had sitting on the shelf.
Amazing.
They then used that to 3D print the Lego bricks, which is basically how they made them. This is why they look like shit, to be honest. I mean, they looked like they were
they don't
3D
look
printed.
very good. I don't know why they did a 3D print of it. I don't know why they didn't just like put it into a mold. I feel like putting that dust as a paste into a mold would have created a much better Lego.
Better finished product for sure.
What do I know?
Yeah. Apparently, they think that this is it's actually a proof of concept, is what they're showing, which is trying to show off that, hey, if you go to the moon, you could take like the regolith and you could start, 3D printing it into Lego bricks that you could then build a space structure with.
Oh.
So maybe
a Lego spaceship out of moon dust.
Sure.
Well, how about
you've got my attention now.
What if you just used moon dust to make a structure to
make like regular bricks?
Not even bricks, just to 3D print a house, 3D print a base.
Oh, they've 3D printed houses. We've talked about that on the show.
No, something like on Mars or on the moon
dust.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think it's a lot of
we talked about this on
make it look cool, but
Bezos talked about 3D it more printed his summer house on the moon. That was episode 192.
Oh my god.
Then we also talked about 3D printed houses on episode 147. Don't bring a poop knife to a gunfight.
I remember that one.
And then we also talked about it on episode 38. It's hammer time. Would you 3D print a house? So we've been doing this
I'm just
shtick for a
suggesting
while.
that maybe this meteorite thing is that they can use that process to make something on a planet, that would give them a base or something that they could build for astronauts to go into and use.
I like that idea.
I think that sounds like a good pitch, Brian.
Yeah, you should save that for literally 5 seconds from now.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I'm just not sure that this is really proving anything. To Brian's point, I mean, this would not be probably the most efficient way to build a structure on the moon, is by making
out of Legos.
Out
of Legos this big too. Well, we only have 6 hours of oxygen left, and we have 5 billion Legos to put together. It's really hard to
maybe not. How about not a base of operations? Maybe something retail. Like a Starbucks.
A Starbucks on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that I would want that to be made out of Legos, out of
Legos,
formed from,
out of Legos made from meteorites,
that they've collected from the moon.
From the moon.
I still give it a thumbs up.
Making some Legos to build this Starbucks.
Yes, thumbs up.
Oh man.
Well,
is it pumpkin spice latte season yet? How much longer until we get that going?
I don't pay attention to it, so.
PSL, you don't care about PSL time?
Nope.
Boring.
Yep. Okay. And with that, we're going to move on to our billionaire pitches for the week. Who wants to kick us off, Brian?
I don't want that to be my pitch. I want there to be a billionaire to come up with a rescue spaceship to save the astronauts from having to be up there any longer. Like a submarine has the SRV or the under.
Wait, you want to
submarines that are deep under the ocean that are trapped. They have the little tiny submarine that can get to them quickly and save them. And the fact that these astronauts went up in the Starliner thing and they can't get back for who knows how long, there should be a rescue.
Till February.
Yeah, whatever. There should be a rescue.
Like a lifeboat?
Something that should just go up there so they can get in and come back. It shouldn't have to be a big deal.
I mean, why can't they
save
just have
astronauts
lifeboats? Like on ships?
Well, or escape pods. I mean, they have them on all of them.
Perfect.
Yeah, something. They should be able to get out of there.
That's genius, Brian.
Yeah, why don't they have escape pods on the spaceships? We've seen it in every single science fiction space flight movie ever. They all have escape pods.
Yeah, something's bad's gonna happen. We got to get out of here. And this thing doesn't have an escape pod. Yeah,
that's fair.
Something.
You know what? I give 2 thumbs up to that.
I like that.
Escape pods. Everyone, get in your escape pod. Head back to Earth.
It actually just like lays you down and shoots you out in a coffin.
These look strangely like coffins. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You're going to be burnt up in re-entry, so it's fine.
They don't even look airtight.
Oops.
They're not.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
But we got you back to Earth. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we got you back to Earth. Now you're space dust, and we can turn you into Legos.
That just turned dark. All right.
Very dark. I have a pitch for a billionaire. I would like a billionaire to come up with a campaign that would make Blaine super interested in PSLs.
Not going to happen.
They have over $1 billion to be able to use to convince you that PSLs are amazing. I want them to exhaust all of their resources to try. Whatever it takes.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna go with a thumbs down on that one. I just
Well, you say that now.
So if
In
you can,
6 to
if
8
you can do
months'
a
time,
campaign,
you'll be very excited.
ask me in a year. Sure, why not? Only if it involves giving me free PSLs. How's that?
I mean, if that's what it takes, they'll do it. Think about how many PSLs they could give you. Those things only cost you set you back like $6-7.
It's only like
so let's
$10
do a quick calculation here. How many free PSLs would it take to convince you that they're pretty good? Get you excited about PSL season.
What is it? I just heard that you have to eat or taste something 28 times before you think that it tastes good. So let's go with like 30.
Okay, let me do a quick little
Drank
math
that
here.
30 times, I would throw up 30 times.
So your entry into enjoying PSLs would be $210. I believe the billionaires could afford this. I'm almost tempted to say that it's now my mission. I'm not going to take it away from the billionaire, but you know what? I think that a billionaire is more suited to a task like this.
That's only fair.
They're just sending you PSLs. They show up at your office. There's a pumpkin spice latte for Blaine. Did you order this? No, I didn't order this. Silence! I got a terrible name to yell and that. Squidworth is much better with more more harsh consonants rather than slippery ones. So. All right, you give us your pitch, Blaine.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my pitch: is that I want the ultimate all-in-one computer dongle thingy-mabopper that is not huge though. It can't be big. It plugs in via. I'm going to go with USB-C. You can do 4 monitors off of it. It has full-size USBs. It's got a network port. And it also has pass-through power for up to 200 watts or something like that. And it's going to be in a package that's yay big. You can carry it around, throw it in your laptop bag, plug it in. Everything just works.
What's another word for this?
$30. A dock.
I like the price.
Really digging the amount of money that this is going to cost me.
I don't know what it is or how I'd use it, but I like the price. I'll take 2. Makes me think of the end of the movie. What's the name of it? She ingests all of the chemical. They put it in her stomach. Lucy.
Oh yeah.
And at the end, she develops a supercomputer so she can share the knowledge of all time and space and matter and whatever else. And at the end, it's just this little thumb drive.
Yeah.
And they take it and the whole computer collapses because it's all made of organic material that she developed. She took from the office in there.
Mm.
But it just makes you know, well, wow, what does that thing do? Does it even interface with the computer? It's just this little flash drive.
Morgan Freeman is we need to track down Lucy, and then he's like, how about because we've already spent the budget on Scarlett Johansson and me. Wait, is Morgan Freeman in that movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, am I remembering that movie?
Yeah, he is.
Now that we've blown the budget on us as actors, let's spend the rest of the budget that we have, all $58 on stock footage from Pond 5.
Perfect.
The movie's 90% stock footage.
Oh, it is. I agree. I do like it, but it is.
I like it just fine. I think it's a really clever use of stock footage.
All right. Did you find what you were looking for there?
Me?
Yeah.
Was I looking for something?
I don't know.
I was. I was searching the archives. I thought I had pitched something like this a while ago, but I cannot find whatever we called it, it is not showing up in the
Never been pitched before.
in the notes. Not something exactly like this. I think I did one. I was looking for one time.
Oh, that may be true. There you go.
I know that I was looking for one. I had a similar problem, so I give this a thumbs up for sure. But I just wasn't sure if I had pitched a similar idea or not. So
Fair
I like it.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned.
That's what she said.
Thank you all for listening as we record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube.
Well, I can't find the outro.
If you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes of the CouncilCast, you can go to councilcast.org.
That's what she said.
Sorry,
You can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org.
With the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
Liquid
thanks for
magma.
listening, and goodbye. That's what she said.